In ancient Egypt, punishments and methods of torture were severe and sometimes terrifying, primarily used for punishing crimes, rebellions, and law violations. However, information regarding specific methods of torture is limited, as most historical sources focus more on religious and societal practices rather than punishments. Here are some of the presumed methods of torture based on historical and archaeological sources. 1. Beatings with rods or whips. Physical punishment where people were struck with a whip or rod as a punishment for various crimes. 2. Imposition of hunger or thirst. Prisoners were locked in dark cells without food or water to force them to surrender or reveal information. 3. Hanging. Though not used frequently, hanging was a method of public punishment, especially for serious crimes. 4. Burning with fire. Used for those suspected of blasphemy or sorcery, as it was believed that fire purified the soul. 5. Decapitation. For particularly serious crimes such as murder or treason, the punishment was often death by beheading. 6. Torture by stretching the body. Used to torture prisoners, where their bodies were stretched, causing extreme pain and injury. 7. Dungeon imprisonment. Prisoners were placed in narrow dark cells or underground dungeons, often with no movement space, as a method of punishment and mental distress. 8. Fighting punishment. Sometimes the punishment for exile or committing a crime was to be forced to fight another prisoner or face wild animals. 9. Forced labor in the mines. Working in the mines of Egypt was nearly inhumane, and many convicted criminals were forced to work under horrible conditions. 10. Crucifixion. Similar to the Roman method of crucifixion, this involved individuals being nailed to posts or trees as a public punishment.